So you should probably be watching The Time Traveler's Wife. It's the new show from HBO, it's been getting a ton of buzz, and after watching the first episode, I can already tell you that this one's gonna be big. It's the story of a man who involuntarily leaps through time and the woman who loves him. It follows their relationship across time, focusing on key moments like their first meeting or their first meeting. Confused? Well, good. Stop watching this video and go do something else with your life. The show isn't for you. Are the stupids gone? Fucking finally. Anyway, the concept at the heart of the show is so gosh darn clever, it's no wonder that it's already been a best-selling novel and a successful movie. But enough about the old versions of the story. I'm crippled by recency bias. I just watched the pilot and I've got a few thoughts, a few opinions, and a few nits that need picking. So strap in and enjoy. Let's start with the basics. This is a very attractive show. Warm colors, good camera movement, and we've got tits and ass in the first episode. 2 thumbs up, tell your friends. One thing that is driving me insane, though, is that this show is set in America. The actors are English, the showrunner is English, nothing about the story so far screams this needed to be set in the States. Just let him be English. The main character's name is Claire Abshire, for God's sake. You're telling me that's not the most English name you've ever heard? The pilot is a breezy 41 minutes. Gets in, establishes the premise, teaches you the rules, gives the characters some time to get to know each other, then it hits you with an incredible hook for the rest of the series, and gets out of there. You've gotta love a show that values your time, and this one really does, except for the age text. I'm sure by episode 5 I'll regret saying this because they'll have used it to make me cry or something, but I already hate the Claire was X and Henry was Y shit. The text comes on screen way too soon, sticks around way too long, and adds nothing to the experience. In fact, it takes away because every time it pops up, it primes my brain for a gotcha moment. So when it comes, I've already guessed it, processed my reaction, and gotten over it before I can experience any surprise or intrigue. For the most part, the show seems to really respect the intelligence of its audience. The exposition is all delivered subtly, the foreshadowing is clever, and it lets the actors shoulder the burden of keeping the audience plugged into the characters' thoughts, and yet it feels the need to tell me exactly how old they are at all times? Why? Do you really think I'm not going to know how old the dude is when he's talking to himself? You gave the man long hair and then cut it off. Let that do the work! What genre is this show going to end up being? Romance? Sci-fi? Horror? There's bits of all of that in the first episode, so who knows how it's going to shake out. People who read the book probably, but shush, no spoilies. That's the element of the show that I'm most interested in. The way it blends genre to bring out what's most compelling about each. And as long as Stephen Moffat doesn't cack it up by the end, yeah, forgot to mention that. The showrunner is the Sherlock fumbler himself, so as hard as I'm making it, let's try to keep our expectations reasonable, okay? I might make a full video about it. Otherwise, I'd be here all day talking about themes and shit, and we gotta keep moving. Suffice it to say, I'm intrigued already, and I'm on board for whatever this show has in store. It reminds me of HBO in the early 2010s, when Game of Thrones was being followed by Family Tree. Boardwalk Empire was airing alongside shit like The Brink and Camping. The Newsroom, True Detective, and Westworld were all trying to be half as good as The Leftovers, and Veep and Silicon Valley were the funniest shows on the air, instead of just the funniest shows of all time. Basically, I'm saying it reminds me of the golden age. Now hopefully episode 2 is just as good. Thanks for watching. If you like this change of topic and pace, let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, and have a wonderful day.